Today is already a great day, and I know that it's just going to keep getting better and better. I've been traveling a little bit, going to places where I've been before, and new places where I haven't been. Today, I am in New Mexico, in the United States, and the fun thing about this is that I've picked out landmarks and historic places, and I've also taken the time to kind of just wander. And today, I'm doing just that. I got up at my leisure, and it felt so good waking up. I felt so rested. I felt kind of light on my feet and strong. All the good things. So I have on a little backpack, and I parked my car in this parking lot that's along different trails and historical sites and places that people like to take pictures at. And I just set off. And I'm walking with these sturdy boots. I feel so strong. My legs, my torso, my arms and my back. A big smile on my face. And I'm just looking around. There's a brown fence. And I go through it, and I see a sign. The sign is brown as well. It's the same wood. And it says White Sands. And I think, White Sands? That sounds so beautiful. How lucky that I came across this. I think the day is just perfect. Just perfect to be at the White Sands. The sun is in the sky, and there's some big white puffy clouds just drifting in the blue. So there's a little bit of cloud cover, and there's the beautiful sun reflecting down. And it's just the right temperature, my absolute favorite. So not only do I feel strong in my body, but the environment all around me is just perfect. It's like this day was made for me. I look a little past the sign to my left, and I see this gorgeous white sand in all different size dunes, small little ones, medium size, larger dunes that look like mountains. It's this off-white color. And so I get up a little closer to it, past another fence. The fence is up to my torso. It doesn't tower over me. And I bend my knees down, and I feel my backpack on my back. And I feel the strength of my legs as I bend down. And I take out my left hand and I put it down into the sand. And I pick up the sand, and as it gets a little closer, I can see these little black and light brown specks in it, but it's mostly this white, off-white color. It's so beautiful. This is the perfect place to be. And you know what? I stopped by a deli before coming here, and I picked up a delicious sub with my favorite contents in it. So I have that in my backpack with a ton of water and just other things that I might have needed. And I feel like I just keep getting luckier and luckier, because in between one of the sand dunes, as I look off to my left, I can see a little picnic table. So I think, oh my gosh, how perfect, how great. I can set my backpack down here. I can plan on having my sandwich. And I can sit here between the sand dunes in peace and admire it. And maybe I'll just sit my backpack down on this picnic table, and maybe I'll sit and eat my sandwich on the sand dunes. I can do whatever I want today. What a fun adventure. No matter how small, it is an adventure. I stand back up, and the strength in my legs, it's effortless standing up like this. I put my hands on my backpack in the front, on the straps, and I kind of pull it a little forward, and I feel the backpack on my back kind of rise up a little bit. And I walk over to the picnic table like an expert hiker or tour guide or somebody who's been here forever and knows all about the white sands. So I put my backpack down on the table. It makes a little clunking sound, and I look at it for a second. It's my absolute favorite color, and it has all these straps in the front. It's like this expert hiking backpack. That makes me feel even more like the real deal, right? I set it down and I open it up, and I can hear the zipper as I zip it down on one side, and I zip the other zipper down, and I can hear the zipping sound. And I take out my big bottle of water. I haven't cracked it open yet, so I hold it in my right hand, and with my left hand, my fingers, I twist it to the left, lefty-loosey. And it opens with ease, and I take a few big sips. And it's so refreshing. So refreshing in this warm, perfect weather. As I'm drinking it, I just look up at the clouds, the blue sky. And I twist the cap back as I put it down on the table. And I leave my backpack there. And I just go walking up, because I want to see what's on the top of this sand dune that's right next to the table. And the bottom of the table is also covered in sand, so I don't see any other ground. I start hiking up this sand dune, and it's pretty tall. It's probably about 10 of me. I'm walking, and I can feel the sand under me, and it's slipping just a little bit, but not enough to let me lose my footing. I hike up and up, just kind of swinging my arms a little bit, just taking in this moment, this energy, the exercise I'm getting. And I get to the top of the sand dune, and it's in the shape of a hill. And I just look around as far as I can see, and it is breathtaking. This gorgeous white sand just looks like it goes on forever. I can't believe it. Or can I? Can I believe it? A natural wonder that the earth has created. And I feel like today it's just for me. It's just for me, but maybe also for anybody else who's here today. It's just for us, huh? How special. I just look around and I admire it for a while. And down really far, down on another dune, I see these people. I see one adult and I see one child. And the adult is standing on top of a dune and the child starts sliding down on their bottom, and then all of a sudden they turn and they roll down the sand dune. Oh my gosh. And I can hear their laughter. And I see the adult kneel down and do the same thing. It is so funny. It is so funny. Oh my gosh. It looks like so much fun. And I decide right then and there, I have to try this. Oh my gosh. How could I not? So I pick a sand dune next to me that doesn't go down to the picnic table, and I kind of hop over to it. And I choose the slant that's going to go down right in front of me, right down into the nice soft sand. And I sit for a moment, just as they were sitting down there. And I can feel the warmth on my bottom. And then I lay down on my chest. I can feel the warmth on my upper arms, my chest, and my stomach, and my legs. I kind of just want to lay here and fall asleep. So actually, I put my arms out kind of in a triangle shape, and I put my cheek down, my left cheek, and I just let the sun warm me, and I just feel the warmth of the sand, this beautiful white sand on my body for a little bit. And then I say, okay, it's now or never. I am doing this. Let's go. So I stretch out my arms, I stretch out my legs, I can feel my boots, and I can feel my fingertips, my whole body up and down. And I think, 1, 2, 3, go. And I roll down this hill. Oh my gosh, I can feel this sand on one side of my body and then the other side of my body, and it's fun. It's just fun. I feel like a happy child. And this happy child is me. It's just me. And I get to the bottom of the sand dune, and it's nice and soft and puffy down here too. And I'm laughing. That was so silly. I loved it. It was great. I sit down here and I sit up. Feel the warmth again. I have my hands on the sand and I put both of them down into the sand. And with the warmth on the top, it actually feels a little bit cooler underneath. And so I pick up some little piles and I hold them in my hands. And I let the sand kind of run down through my fingertips. And it feels so nice. It feels like little clouds going through my fingertips. And then all that's left are these tiny little piles on my palms. And I take a look at them. And I feel so wonderful. What a fun day. How relaxing. This is the only thing I'm doing today, I decided. I'm just going to sit here for a moment. And after I sit there, I walk back up over the dune that I that I rolled down. I get back at the top and I see the picnic table, and so I go to a little bit to the right of it on the top of the dune, and I decide to just slide down it just on my bottom. I'm moving my feet forward because I don't really slide naturally down myself, so I'm moving my feet kind of in a bicycle motion, feeling the sand with my palms and my fingertips as I go down, making a little indent in the sand that kind of covers itself back up right away, so it's not really a track. And I get to the bottom, the picnic table is to the left of me, and now I'm gonna have my lunch. So I sit down on the picnic table. It's this nice firm surface. I go into my backpack and I pull out the sandwich that's wrapped in this white paper. It has a little bit of tape where it's connected, and it's in this triangle shape, and I lift the tape off and I roll it open, this sub sandwich, and it reminds me of when I rolled down. I'm still not over it. It's so funny. It's so funny. I roll the sandwich open and it's cut in half. This big puffy bread. And I pick up the sandwich. I can feel the little weight of it in my hand. And I take a big bite right in the middle. That's the best bite, isn't it? The bite right in the middle. And I chew it, and I just taste all the flavors at once. I mindfully eat this sandwich. It's so delicious. All of these senses today. The touch and the tastes. How my body feels. I take it all in. I don't close my eyes. I look around. I look around mindfully, just as I'm eating mindfully, savoring this. I'm savoring everything. The colors, the absence of color, the sky, the sand, the bench, the sandwich, the smells, my backpack, my boots, the strength of my muscles. How absolutely wonderful. How absolutely thankful. I'm just going to sit here now, breathe, and take all of this in as I continue my day.